The DOJ found the unhoused suffered a pattern of unconstitutional conduct. And this was important and historic because this was the first time the civil and constitutional rights of homeless people were violated. So here's what the DOJ found. They were stopped, detained, and arrested without reasonable suspicion. Their property was seized and destroyed without notice. And there was a lack of respect of humanity and dignity when it came to those who were unhoused. Erica, I know you have spent years doing stories on the homeless population and the problems that they face. It has tripled in size in recent years. I mean, what struck you about this?
You know, when I first heard that this is a historic finding of violations against a homeless population, I thought this is validating for the population that I've reported on, that I've talked to.
It has no voice.
Says, yes, it's a vulnerable population already. And a lot of times there's an intersect with mental illness and substance use. So it's a very challenging environment. And I will say that the DOJ gave credit to police too. They noted this is a challenging thing to deal with. It's not just an issue in Phoenix, but when it comes to how the city was cleaning encampments before, they've since changed their policies. The zone has since changed its makeup. It's been cleared out and people have found shelters. But when they were doing those sweeps, they were allegedly throwing away belongings of those that were unhoused. It's their property. And some people might look at it and think, you know, maybe that's just trash on the road, but it's belongings to some people. And it could be an ID, a birth certificate, something that they need to really get their life going. So that was always one of the issues that the DOJ was really looking at. And then when you look at the arrests and citations, I believe the data that I had was 37% of the misdemeanors of the homeless or 37% of misdemeanors from 2016 to 2022 from Phoenix police were homeless people.
Yeah, this
so it's a high number.
This is really an issue, and it's also has to signal to other cities and other states that have had, you know, they've had to deal with homeless issues in these homeless encampments. And, you know, it's got to be a message now across the bow that, hey, we're looking. DOJ is
you're on watch.
In terms of how you handle these issues. But I mean, this, you know, as Erica laid out, this was really, when I read this was really troubling because of the, you know, illegal seizures, illegal arrests, destroying their property, treating them as if they're less than human. And the other thing that really stood out to me is that the allegation that they were actually moving homeless individuals from certain areas in the city to the zone. Actually, you know, getting them and funneling them in there. And at the same time, you have this issue where, you know, they were trying to, you know, make efforts to reduce the population there in the zone. So really, again, troubling. This is a historic allegation that's going to, you know, other cities are going to have to take note.
Right.